everybody, welcome back to the Claremont Classic Garage. Today we're headed to the Georgian Steam Show in Cookstown, Ontario. We've been out on the road a little bit. You can see by the back of the car we've made a couple of stops and we've already got it full of junk already. But well, I guess we'll see you at the show. We're almost there. So here we are. We've just come in the gate. Let's get moving. Got a few old cars here. Oh, look at this Model A.
Oh, this one, they got food.
I love Model A's. And they're getting more affordable. Price when new, $650. Look at that. You can find some decent Model A's for a reasonable price around nowadays. I'm always kind of keeping my eye out for one.
Getting on like a 90s? Did you do the swap or how hard was it?
That's cool. A few old cars anyway. We seem to be in the Allis-Chalmers department and there's lots of them. This tiny little guy. This WD is very nice. Wow, look at the weights on this one. Couple of pullers here. This one's the Thumpin' Pumpkin. Got her weighted up pretty good and got the wheelie bars on the back. This one's got the wheelie bars too, but no weight on it. Oh, look at this thing. D21 6-cylinder diesel. Here's an Allis-Chalmers grater. It's pretty cool. Good for keeping your driveway in shape. Ah, there is lots of Allis here. I wonder if I didn't check the show flyer. I wonder if Allis is the featured mark this year. I don't know. Most of these tractor shows will have like a featured mark. So maybe it's Allis-Chalmers this year at this one. They definitely seem to be the most in numbers, that's for sure. Oh, here's a really old one up here. I don't see any little G's though. They're my favorite. Oh, it's a crawler. Allis crawler. This one's beautiful. There's some in the building here. They're absolutely beautiful. Trying to get the light right. And trip over a tractor tire. Look at this lawn tractor. That thing is beautiful. Look at that. A CA like the one we just saw outside. There seems to be some different shades of orange on them too. Probably depending on what year they are, I would guess. Look, we've even got an Allis-Chalmers forklift. That's pretty cool. This is a really nice little shed. Propane. Here's a WF. This is cool. This one doesn't work anymore, of course, but it's still a nice static display. Another one. Man, these old steam tractors are awesome, aren't they? Waterloo Manufacturing Company Limited, Waterloo, Ontario. Back here we've got a bit of a swap meet going on. We'll see if we find anything good. Here's a cool old cement mixer, powered by a hit and miss engine. Here's some of the old monsters. Now these ones are internal combustion. They have pistons and crankshafts. That's a Rumley, a big one. And now these ones here are steam. Sawyer Massey. They all had those beautiful, oh look, there's a doodlebug. There used to be kits you could buy to make old cars into a tractor. And they call them doodlebugs. There's a small steam engine at the back there. There's a Waterloo. Here we go. It's the Symphony of Whistles. That was awesome. Isn't that beautiful to see? And never, ever, ever equate speed with power. Because that thing can go that speed all day with like Mount Everest attached to the back of it. It's a Waterloo. Pressure relief. Here's a cockshut 30 running a plane. Here's all the hit and miss stuff. Oh, there's piles of them. It's a Boland's little articulated. See, isn't that neat? We showed you that at the Lindsay show. Oh, but this time today it's towing a Massey Harris stationary engine. This Mack truck doesn't even have the Bulldog on it yet. 1919 Mack. The size of this one. International Harvester. Just so many of them.
And you can shove a 7/8 right through it for the
Man, it's a whole separate world of its own back here. There's so many of these little things. All different sizes. You can see they'd have different horsepower ratings depending on what you needed them to do. Tiller. Gilson, made in Guelph. These are scale replicas of John Deere tractors. Aren't they interesting? Beautiful. Okay, let her rip. That's awesome. Thank you. There's a bunch more of them. $19.18. Look at the years on these things. 1920, 1927. Oh, they're all made locally. Guelph, Brantford. When we actually had industry in this country. Look at this. This one's got its own wagon. Here we got a Ferguson TEA running a buzz saw. That looks cozy with it. It's got a Massey 35 seat on it. I bet you that's nice. John Deere diesel. Oh, maybe they're having a log throwing competition here. There's a little Ford, a newer one than the ones I normally deal with, the 100 series with a Edwards forklift on the back of it. We got a blacksmith shop here. I think it's got an old lathe in the back. Look at how hot it is in that forge. Man. It's pretty cool. There's some of the stuff they make in here. Fascinating. Here we got a Farmall tractor running a buzz saw, and we're making cedar shingles. Not quite sure how long it takes them to make enough to do a barn, but that's the way they would have done it. Here we've got a Rumley, a beautiful Rumley, running a rock crusher. So it'll do its thing and the stuff will come up this conveyor here. Here it comes. This, yeah. I can tell this is going to get made into 2 videos. There's just too much to see here. There's one of the traction engines driving past. Wow. Incredible. Now here we've got a stationary engine running a drag saw. Here it goes. Goes through that log in a hurry enough. Looks like it's an old telephone pole. That made short work of that, didn't it? This one here is a stationary one in that it's not self-driving. It would need to be pulled by a couple of draft horses, and they would take it to where they need it and then park it and hook up a belt to it and run what they had to run. And then this one here, this one drives and it's pulling a great big water tank on a wagon. This is how they used to do it, all riveted together, and then everything, the joints are all soldered or leaded, so it's watertight.
Yeah, okay. Come on, let's go.
Oh, these two are going to go for a ride, I think. Macintosh Engine Works, Wyoming, Ontario. Absolutely fascinating, these little things. Oh, we're gonna roll. There we go. There goes the water tank. I guess that's pretty handy. They probably use that one to deliver water to the steam engines over there, right? And away they go. Here's some stuff that would have been used on the farm. Don't ask me what any of it is, but it's all valuable stuff that saved people so much time and effort. It would be, yeah, that's key. The pulley would have been on there. Well, I'm pretty sure that's a corn sheller. You can see there where the corn cobs would have. You'd put them in here and see it would shell the corn. Man, this was a big show. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot to show you. So we're going to split it in two. I'm going to split it here and I'll be back next Sunday with part 2. Anyway, thank you for coming with us to the Georgian Steam Show. Hope you'll tune in next week for part 2. And until then, I'm Kevin saying so long for now from the Claremont Classic Garage.